Good morning, my dear young minds. Welcome to online classes. I am Subramaniam. I am your physical science teacher. Students, do you know there are two important factors which governs entire the universe. Those two are force and energy. These two are playing an important role in the universe. You all know that our earth moving around the sun because of force. And students, you know very well about energy. We are all getting energy by eating food. So while eating food, we'll get energy. This energy playing an important role. Today, we are going to discuss about one of the important form of energy. Students, you are very familiar with some of the words you have studied in your previous classes. Hot, cold, temperature. What are the words you are familiar with in your previous classes? Hot, cold, temperature. And also students, you also studied about energy, heat energy. Students, today we are going to discuss about these words. So there are some special meanings technically. So one by one in detail we will learn these topics. So what is hot, what is cold, what is temperature, what is heat energy. Students, in detail today I am going to explain about what is hotness, what is coldness, and what is temperature and what is heat energy. Today we are going to discuss about our physics first chapter, heat. Students, our chapter name is heat. So heat is a form of energy, already you studied. And technically in detail we will learn what is heat and what is the formula for heat, and also what are the factors involving in this chapter. So one by one physical quantities we will learn in this chapter. Students, before going to discuss about, we would like to know about what is hotness and what is coldness. Students, I'll give one simple experiment, you please do in your home. Students, take two objects. One is made up of wood, one is made up of iron. So a piece of wood, another one is a piece of iron object. These two objects, you please put it in your refrigerator. So after 15 minutes, get it back. So what I said, please understand. Students, you please take two objects. One is made up of wood, another one is made up of iron. These two objects, put it in your refrigerator in the deep fridge. After 15 minutes, take it back and ask your parents or your sister or brother, please just ask them to touch the objects. Then share their experience. Students, what they will say, when you touch the wooden object, when the people touch the wooden object, they feel little bit hot, but when they touch the iron object, they say immediately it is very much cold. So we will see the difference between these two objects. One is very much cold, one is hot. So what is hotness and what is coldness? So what is coldness and what is hotness? Students, whenever we touch the objects, these objects having some temperature. These objects having some temperature, and also we have also temperature in our body. Right, students? So now what happens? These two objects having different temperatures, when these two are contact with our hand, means when this iron object is contact with our hand, our body temperature is different and the iron object temperature is different, right? So immediately what happens, students, when these two objects contact with each other, the heat energy flows from one body to another body. So our body temperature is higher compared to this iron object temperature. So it is having lower temperature and our body temperature is high. So that heat energy flows from high temperature body to low temperature body. Heat energy flows from high temperature body to low temperature body. So when we touch the iron object which is taken from the refrigerator, immediately we will feel that coldness. That indicates our body loses heat energy. So the heat energy transferred to this object. Why? Because it is at lower temperature, our body is at higher temperature. So heat energy flows from high temperature body to low temperature body. So when we are losing heat energy from our body, we will feel that coldness. So coldness means losing of heat energy from one body to another body. So I hope that you all understood what is coldness. Coldness means losing of heat energy from one substance to another. Means heat energy flows from one body to another body. The body which is lose heat energy, okay, then it feels coldness. Coldness means loss of heat energy. Means this heat energy flows from high temperature body to low temperature body. In the similar way, students, when you touch the another object, you feels that little bit hot. So that hotness means our body temperature is low and this body temperature is high. So now there is a temperature difference between these two objects. So one is at high temperature, another one is at low temperature. So if this object temperature is high, our body temperature is low, then heat energy flows from high temperature body to low temperature body. Heat energy flows from high temperature body to low temperature body. So when heat energy enters into our body, then we will feel that hotness. What we will feel? Hotness. Whenever we touch the higher, very hot objects, immediately we will withdraw hands. Why? Because that is high temperature body, our body low temperature, so that heat energy flows from high temperature body to low temperature body. So whenever heat energy enters into our body, we will feel that hotness. What we will feel? Hotness. Students, I hope that you understood about what is hotness and what is coldness. Coldness, and second one is hotness. Coldness means if heat energy flows from one body to another body is called coldness. Hotness means if heat energy enters into our body is called hotness. If this coldness and hotness, if we express in degrees, we will call temperature. We will express the coldness and the hotness in degrees, that is called temperature. Temperature means the degrees of hotness or coldness of a body is called temperature. Students, once I am repeating the definition of temperature. The degrees of hotness or coldness of a substance is called temperature. And heat means heat is a form of energy. Heat is a form of energy. Heat always flows from high temperature body to low temperature body. Heat is a form of energy which always flows from high temperature body to low temperature body. Students, I hope that you understood. Now we are going to know about the units of heat energy and also the units of temperature. My dear students, in your textbook first page, we have an activity. I explained the activity, what is coldness and what is hotness. You please refer your textbook and do the same experiment in your home and share your experience with your parents. Now, units of temperature. CGS unit of temperature. CGS unit of temperature, degree Celsius or degree centigrade. CGS unit of temperature is degree Celsius or degree centigrade, and the SI unit of temperature temperature is Kelvin. The SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. It is denoted with K. It is denoted with K. Is it clear, students? The CGS unit of temperature is degree centigrade and the SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. Now we are going to know about the unit of heat energy. Now the CGS unit of heat energy, heat is calorie. Calorie. It simply write CAL. Calorie. And the SI unit of heat is joule. It is denoted with J. Students, there is a relationship between calorie and a joule. 1 calorie is equal to 4.186 joule. 1 calorie is equal to 4.186 joule. Okay, students. So I explained about what is heat and what is temperature, and also what is the CGS unit of temperature and SI unit of temperature, and also we discussed what is heat energy and what is the CGS unit of heat energy, and also what is the SI unit of heat energy, and also we observed that the relationship between calorie and joule. So 1 calorie is equal to 4.186 joule. Is it clear, students? Now we are going to know about one more interesting factor, that is thermal equilibrium. Students, I already explained that heat is a form of energy which always flows from a body at high temperature to a body at low temperature. So it is happening when two objects, when they are contact with each other. Students, for example, this is system A. It is one of the system A, and this system A is contacting with another system B. This is system B, students. Now A system contacted with B system. So these two systems are thermal contact. Those two are in thermal contact. They are physically contact with each other. For suppose, students, if the system A temperature is 90 degrees centigrade, system B temperature is 60 degrees centigrade. Now these two systems are in thermal contact. Those two systems are thermal contact. And students, you know that heat is a form of energy. Heat always flows from high temperature body to low temperature body. So here high temperature body is system A and low temperature body is system B. So now heat energy flows from A to B. Heat energy flows from A to B. So heat energy flows from A to B. See, it is the transformation of heat energy taken place from A to B when both the bodies attains the same temperature. Both the bodies will attain the same temperature. For example, the temperature of the body is 90 degrees centigrade. It is 60 degrees centigrade. So when it loses 10 degrees centigrade, then what happens? It will become 70. Now it will become 80. It is 70 and it is 80. Then also there is a difference in the temperatures. So when it loses another 5 degrees centigrade, then it will become 75 and it will become 75. When both the bodies will attain the same temperature, then heat energy doesn't flow from one substance to another substance. Then when both the bodies gain the equal amount of energies, then the transformation will stop. So the flow of heat energy may not transfer from system A to system B. So this condition we will call thermal equilibrium. What we call thermal equilibrium. So when two bodies are in thermal contact, then heat energy flows from high temperature body to low temperature body when both the bodies will attain the same temperatures. Then the flow of energy may not transform. So this condition we will call thermal equilibrium. What we call, my dear students, thermal equilibrium. Okay students, I hope that you all understood what is thermal equilibrium and also what is heat, what is temperature. Students, I would like to tell you conversion of temperature from one scale to another scale. Please listen. Conversion of temperature from one scale to another scale. Students, here you need to remember the scale, lower fixed point, upper fixed point. If you know any scale, Celsius scale or Kelvin scale, if you know the lower fixed point, upper fixed point, you can easily convert the temperature from one scale to another scale. Suppose students, if we are converting Celsius scale to Fahrenheit scale, so first we have to write the scale, Celsius scale, minus lower fixed point. In Celsius scale, lower fixed point is 0 by upper fixed point. Upper fixed point in Celsius scale is 100 degrees. 100 minus lower fixed point, that is 0, is equal to which scale you want to convert, that you can write as. For suppose I am converting Celsius to Fahrenheit scale. So I am writing scale, that is Fahrenheit scale, F, and lower fixed point is 32 by upper fixed point 212 minus 32. Lower fixed point, sorry, upper fixed point minus lower fixed point. Scale minus lower fixed point. And here what you will get, C by 100 is equal to F minus 32 by 180. This is the relationship between Celsius scale to Fahrenheit scale. So here 0 0 cancel and 2 5s are and 2 9s 80. So what finally we got, C by 5 is equal to F minus 32 by 9. So this is the simple form of conversion of temperature from one scale to another scale. C by 5 is equal to F minus 32 by 9. So you can easily convert the temperature from Celsius scale to Fahrenheit scale. So for suppose if I given convert 40 degrees centigrade into Fahrenheit scale. So simply if you substitute here instead of C 40 degrees, so 40 by 5, okay, is equal to F minus 32 by 9. So if you calculate, you will get Fahrenheit scale. And students, and one more simple formula for conversion of temperature from Celsius scale to Kelvin scale. Please observe the formula. The formula of conversion from Celsius scale to Fahrenheit scale is C by 5 is equal to F minus 32 by 9. Now I am going to write conversion of Celsius scale to Kelvin scale. See students, Kelvin scale is equal to Celsius scale plus 273. Kelvin scale is equal to Celsius scale plus 273. If we add 273 to the Celsius scale, we will get the Kelvin scale. So this is one of the important formula. Please remember, for conversion of temperature from one scale to another scale, K is equal to C plus 273. K is equal to C plus 273. If I ask 40 degree centigrade, convert into Kelvin scale. So you have to substitute K is equal to, instead of C you have to write 40. 40 plus 273. You will get Kelvin scale. It is very easy. If you remember the formula, you can easily convert the scales from one scale to another scale. Is it clear, students? So today we discussed about what is heat, what is temperature, and what is the CGS and SI units of temperature and heat energy, and also we discussed about thermal equilibrium, and also we discussed conversion of temperature from one scale to another scale. And tomorrow, students, we are going to discuss about formula for heat energy, how to derive the formula for heat energy, and also the relationship between heat energy and temperature, and also tomorrow we are going to know about absolute temperature. Thank you, students. Stay home, stay safe.